down the brightness when it comes to these videos because, yeah. But hi, we're gonna show this leg so you guys can see the tattoo. You can't really see the tattoo. Hello, my kings, queens, and birds. I hope all you guys have a wonderful day. Per usual, remember to love yourself because as yourself is key. I'm always grabbing a drink in my videos. These are my legs that are showing. Don't mind them. Don't be weird about it. It's legs. Hey, hi. I want to vent in a rant. So I cried earlier because yesterday, today, but yesterday I got 2 tattoos. So the reason why I got this tattoo on my leg, Medusa, for one, I got it in particular at that place because it's covering my scars, and then for 2, because I was sexually assaulted. So yeah, but let's vent, because since we're getting straight to the point. There is this girl on TikTok who I absolutely love, and like she always posts herself crying and like actually talking to herself, and it's like, oh, you have no idea how much that fucking does, because I'm a content creator too, and I've always been afraid to cry in front of the camera, and not because like it makes me feel weak, but just sometimes like I don't know. But on top of that, I'm a person who also is on a fucking healing journey and spiritual journey, so that's technically what a lot of my content is about. So you have to, it's like that you're supposed to be authentic, and that's you being authentic. So we're trying to be authentic here. My nose is so fucking, I don't like when people text me, oh, you fucking over sexualizer my body. Stop sniffling. The toilet paper is where the phone is being held. You can lay in the bed now. Here's Rocco in the camera. I'm not rubbing you because you were not listening to me when we were outside. So, hello. I cried because I have gotten 8 tattoos in the past 4 months. And my family thinks it's excessive. And it's crazy because I don't often talk about this because I'm not a person that realizes my own issues as I sit down. But from last year to now, like January 22nd, from January 22nd, y'all saw his yard, until now, my life has shifted so much in a way that I really don't know how to deal with sometimes. Why? Because I went from this girl who literally was just like tattoos was always something I wanted to get no matter what. But I shifted from this girl that was like trying, that was doing a lot of things because she wanted to make her family proud, or because she wanted to be the good girl, or she just, I don't even know why I was trying so hard in school, to be honest. And what's so fun, I think I do, because here's the thing, I was an overachiever, a perfectionist, and things like that. So it was just like, I remember sometimes my family would be like, you're the one who helps other people with assignments, and you're the one who fucking does this with people, or they would like typically say like, you're the one who helps other students out, or your grades have always been good. Naya always does her homework and shit like that. And because of that, in my mind, I think I just sat around and continued in school because I thought like that was a good thing that my family wanted me to do. And sometimes I don't know if that's me because it's like my family perspective. I don't know if I had tried to become such a good student because I actually wanted to learn, or because I actually wanted to like be a good example of what my parents would want me to be. And not saying like my parents forced it, but that's how I felt, because on top of that, I'm an overthinker. So sometimes I can take certain things out of context, or I'm not even gonna say that because that's like ignoring how I felt. It's more so just like I don't know if there were things that I did because I wanted to do. Like, obviously, you know, you have to go to school, but was it because I was a person that loved to learn, or because I was a person that was just like fucking trying to make her parents happy for them? And saying, like, to keep the idea that I was a good kid. Because in my mind, growing up was difficult for me because I didn't know how to express myself. And, ooh. Okay, this is hard. I didn't know how to express myself, and the things that I knew how to express myself with, in particular music and singing, I say words matter for a certain reason. When I was younger, I had been told something about singing, and singing was something I was always passionate about. Like, I've always been passionate about singing. I loved singing. And like, I remember like being 4 years old and like singing in front of the mirror and being like, all sing ladies and all, no one by Alicia Keys. My mom, she said, you used to like dance in front of the TV for hours just singing and fucking dancing. So it was something I wanted to do like as a child. Rocco, you're licking excessively. Hold on. Hopefully I'll stop sniffling for a minute. When it came to singing, I had like lost my connection with that because there have been people that like, when I was young, someone told me that my voice sounded like a man's voice, and I became like extremely insecure. And because I never like felt good enough a lot in my life, singing was something I took away and like I just drifted off from. And because of that, I don't think I ever really got that part of my childhood that I desired anymore. And on top of that, there were like family issues too. Like, I'm a divorce, my parents are divorced, so that's automatically an issue overall. And then I was suicidal at a young age. Like, I was fucking suicidal at 8. And yeah, I'm just going into a fucking life story right now. I'm not even trying to talk about this, but anyways, so basically, a lot of my things that I remember, I don't know for sure. It was like a standard to me. Like, I was a good girl. I was a kid who was always respectful. It felt like I had to be a certain way. I had to be like very respectful. I didn't know how to stand up for myself. I didn't know how to get loud. I didn't know how to get angry. I didn't know how to be upset and be told it was okay to be upset. So, like, mental health in the black community really matters, because a lot of black people are not willing to get mental help, and it's like we have so much fucking trauma. So yeah, but when it came to like literally, okay, but there was something I always like doing. Like, I always like reading and music, and that's what like I really associate myself with. So I guess you can say those are like my healthy coping mechanisms as a kid. But a lot of my childhood, I just remember like really trying to be the good kid, just trying to be what I thought my parents, like my family, wanted us to be. Anyways, now when it comes to family and the way how my family project, like the way how my family want people to be, and like the way how they view mental health, I no longer like am mad at my family for the way how they are, and the fact that like a lot of mental health isn't paid attention to. And that's because it's like, I think throughout my spiritual journey, forgiving and accepting and understanding is something that I had really started to do, and forgiving people and acknowledging and seeing the beauty in people. But I'm like at the stage of, I think, enlightenment, where sometimes nothing really hurts me anymore. And it's not because I feel emotionally numb, but it's just like I changed my perspective in so many ways, where it's just like I just kind of see beauty in people more now, instead of seeing anything really bad in people. Now, if my energy feels weird around you, then I'll see bad in you, because then my energy doesn't feel weird around people. But, and even that's not fair, but that's just the truth, and that's what I've noticed. So when it came to like why did I start this conversation? Oh, so I'm 18 and I didn't go to college. So there's one thing. But what's so fucked up is that I wanted to go to college like my entire life. I wanted to. College was like, it was no question. I did wonder why I wanted to go to college, but it was just like because college is what everyone's supposed to do, I think, or just because that's what my family wants me to do. I don't know for sure if it's something I truly wanted to do. And then I was introduced to Forex, and that's why I say January 2022, January 22nd, 2021 was fucking life-changing for me. And simply because, like, I had literally gone through this huge shift of my life where I no longer was doing the things that my family, I guess you could say, thought good of me. And one of my family members was just like, it's because you're kind of finding yourself and learning how to stand up for yourself. And I moved out of my mother's house when I was 17 and moved with my grandmother and my dad. So yeah. But when it came to all of that, like, it's so weird because I went through this huge shift of my life where it was like I was just only focusing on school and like piano, trying to do that. But what's so messed up is that in my mind I was fucking panicking all the time when it came to school. Like, going to school, it's so fucked up for me because I don't know how to not compare myself to other people, especially when it came to music, because that has been something that I was doing my entire life. Or even when it came to school, because like I would compete with grades and shit. And then I always felt like I had to be like one of the good kids or like the student helper or the over fucking achiever. And it would stress me out because there was a lot of things I didn't know. A lot of things I didn't understand. So school was just, it brought so much depression and anxiety to me. Like, I would literally cry because I didn't understand homework. I would cry and get overwhelmed and just get stressed out. And not even because of procrastinating, but it was just because it was like I would get frantic and be like, I don't fucking understand this. And it always would affect me. And then it would be like other people who were around me who would just like wing it. But to me, it was just like I wanted to understand what the fuck I was learning, but I couldn't. Like, school was not helping out with that. And I didn't know how to ask for help too. That's the big thing. I was a Virgo who had like pride and everything. It was just like I had to learn how to do this shit. So I didn't know how to fucking ask for help. And basically last year I went through a completely different change because I stopped fucking paying attention to school. And I was just like doing things that made me feel happy in the moment. Like, that brought me peace on the moment. And that was Forex at the time. Like, and then sometimes I think the messed up thing about me is that I'm like, I've learned I'm not consistent when it comes to things. And I'm not. So I remember I was being told, like, you go in consistent phases where you could do this consistently and you just stop. And then you do something else consistently, you just stop. And I'm just like, oh, okay. It's weird because my family, like, not having an issue with the fact of how many tattoos I've gotten, it affects me, but at the same time it doesn't. Because in my mind, I'm just like, I didn't think of it in this way, but my sister, she had said to me, she was like, are you getting like all these tattoos because of mental health and shit like that? And I never thought I did because I knew I always wanted tattoos, but am I doing that consistently? One reason, truth be told, why I actually got this tattoo on my leg too was to stop me from cutting. I'm so serious. I am so serious because cutting was something that like I could take a break from. Like, I could go 6 months without cutting, and then all of a sudden I have a fucking huge mental breakdown that makes me feel like I wouldn't go numb, so I would cut, and that's like what I would do. This is fucking crazy. I don't like being this vulnerable. I don't, but you have to let the ego go. This is hard. But it does feel better, like letting everything out. So I would cut because it was something that I didn't want to feel any emotional pain, so I would do cutting for physical pain, right? And because of that, That's one reason why I got the tattoo. And it's crazy to me because, like, in my mind, I sometimes feel bad, or like some people are like, aren't you thinking you're overdoing by getting all these tattoos? And in my mind, I'm just like, I no longer think I'm a fucking human being. Like, there's a thing where that shift in my consciousness, I guess you could say, where I went from literally going from stop fucking over sexualizing my body, 1, 2, I'm a fucking spirit in a human body. That's what the fuck I am. Accept it or don't accept it. Don't over sexualize me. And literally the point where I'm becoming more comfortable with my body. Like, so because of that, tattoos is a form of expression and a form of art. And when it's crazy, because a lot of people think, they see I'm getting all these tattoos, but I'm like, every single tattoo I have has fucking meaning. I'm not a person that just get a tattoo because I like it or something like that. It's like, I have to like it, but it's not just something because I like it. I love the meaning behind it. Like Medusa, she was she was a rape victim. A lot of people didn't know that. It's crazy because I was talking to my uncle about that yesterday. He was like, he did not know that. And then we both shared our own stories. That's deep to me. That's really deep to me. Like, there are certain things you wouldn't know until you have the willing to have the conversation. Like, my belief tattoo is about self-love. Like, every single fucking tattoo I have has meaning to it. So I understand because I'm 18 and I'm like being the wild person. I understand that, but I shifted from being so good my entire life to becoming the person who I've actually always wanted to become. And it's really hard to accept because my family sometimes are not okay with that. Or if they're not okay with it, they think I'm moving too fast because I didn't go to college. In my mind, it's like, it's stressful because there's so much pressure on me. I feel from society as well as family to go to college. I'm just like, I really don't, because I know for a fact if I go to college, I will be stressed the fuck out. I will be stressed out. Like, essays, I can't do. Essays, I cannot do. And fucking math, homework, and science, and even I would be a music major, and I can't deal with competing with people, and that's what I would do automatically all the fucking time. So when it came to like me thinking of going to college, it's just like, I don't want to do that, because it's like, if I'm learning and if I'm only learning for a fucking degree, then what's the point? What's the fucking point? And that's my idea, but I'm also one of those people who wants to fucking travel. Like, that's all I wanted to do as a child. So I shifted from the life where it was just like, I literally was doing so many things. Hi, Rocco. I was doing so many things because my family wanted me to do it, because I thought that was the good girl and like the way how you're supposed to do things. From going like, fuck it, this is what I want to do, and this is what I've always known I wanted to do. Because it's crazy, because like, I've gone from a person who used to like, I always knew what I wanted to do. I knew as a kid I wanted to travel. I knew I wanted to like learn different languages. I knew that I cared about my health, and that's a hard thing. Like, I'm not going to college. I'm a consider a content creator, entrepreneur, and want to be a trader, and also a person that is pescatarian and who juices and who fucking meal preps. So I'm doing a lot of things out of the fucking extraordinary or the ordinary, or like this so-called society perfect, the American lifestyle, I guess you could say. I'm fucked up sometimes to like feel pressure from the family, and I'm not saying my family is like putting pressure on me in particular. I'm just saying like I feel it like within me, and it's messed up because there are times where I just really like, I love where I'm at. I love where I am at, truth be told. Like, I'm loving this journey. Like, it hurts at times, but I'm really loving this journey. So feeling like pressure as to what you're supposed to do, and instead of the things that you feel like it's right to do, it's hard. Because like, I'm loving the fact that I'm getting all these tattoos. I do. It feels great. It's something that it's just like, I kind of feel like my perfect person is coming, and it's making me feel happy. And I'm not saying, and it's causing me to be a little more confident. Like, getting this leg tattoo caused me to be more confident. And some people are like, you're supposed to be confident without your tattoos. But I'm like, well, tattoos is art. So having these tattoos and like having art on my body, it's something that's making me happy. Or at least in the moment, like when I see tattoos and I see the tattoos on my body, I'm just like, I get all excited. Like it's something I just always loved. So that's one. And then two, playing piano. I've started playing piano more every day. I've started working on a fitness journey. I've started going back studying into French and Swahili. I've started reading more again. I've started meditating. I've started like fucking listening more podcasts. I've started cleaning more. I started cooking. I started juicing. Like, I started so many things that make me feel as a beautiful person. And it's weird because when people say something about my life, sometimes it doesn't affect me, but it's just like, you still feel the pressure. Like, you know what you're doing is right for me. I know what I'm doing right now in my life is gonna go down the right direction, gonna take me where I really want to go. But at the same time, it's just like when you have other people and you feel like society is putting pressure to go to college, and you know you don't want to. Like, to me, I'm not a person I want to like fucking travel and study languages and talk around the world. Like, if not talk around the world, like just do a podcast and do YouTube videos and cry in front of the camera and sip tea and do fucking yoga. Like, show people how to meal prep and juice. Like, those are things I love to do. And to me, I'm just like, I feel like college is not something it's not gonna do for me. And truth be told, like, being a person who is following their dreams and learning, I wouldn't even say I'm following my dreams. Like, I'm trying to be okay. That's what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm trying to love myself. I'm trying to be okay with myself. And it's hard. Like, feeling like you have to do something because you want your family to be proud of you is so fucked up. It's not a cool thing. It's not a cool thing. And then to me, sometimes I feel like, you know, I'm doing so many great things, and then on the back of my head, I'm just like, but at the same time, does your family feel proud of you? And part of me is like, I don't fucking care. But when I keep getting talked to about college and like real estate and all these things and a career, I just feel bad. Like, I feel down. But I love healing. Like, to me, in my eyes, I'm like, why isn't this a fucking career? Healing. No. Because emotions are a lot. I don't know. Well, this is a long video. Okay, that's in my royalties. I can't keep recording too long. I love you. Take your time with yourself. Follow you and cry because it feels great. Just and drink tea. Love you. I'm out. I think coming back really quick and just sharing this last thought. I keep seeing 444 and 111. And nothing is telling me to stop doing what I'm doing. Like, healing and following this path of being authentic. Nothing is telling me to stop where I'm going. 444. So, because of that, although like I feel these ways, it's just hard. You know, you have your moments where you break down, and that's all I try to do. Have my moments when I break down, learn how to let it go, do my shadow work, and continue. Because I think doing this journey This is what 2222 phones in military time. Someone had asked me my phone number so they could tell me my angel number for my birthday. And it said my angel number is 222. And it says this angel number sequence is by far the most common, prevalent, appearing on times of clocks, especially those with the time in 24-hour format, 2222. And that was the time that I did. This number will guide you towards past, which may give you wide scope for your own personal growth and expansion. Patiently following this path will lead you to your eventual success. You have a strong desire to help others, and you have an ability to inspire them to help themselves. Remember that sometimes it's best to lead people to their own devices during difficult situations. So someone was saying like 222, it means that you have the ability to like help other people, or you are in a so I've been seeing ones, apparently 222s and 4. So 4, the universe and your spiritual guides are protecting you. Number 2, you're in alignment at the right time. And trust your gut and listen to your heart. I haven't seen all of them. Like I saw 333 today too. And it says for 333, your spiritual guides are around you, sending you love, support, and guidance. So yeah, that's how I'm feeling. Just to keep going, even though it gets hard. I just want to be a person that shows how it feels when it gets hard. Like I know, and that's the great thing about spirituality. Like you have those times where it's just like you feel so fucking down, but you never feel like you can't keep going anymore after starting this journey. So I just wanted to show you guys how I feel down, and now we're gonna keep going because it makes me happy, and my peace is what really matters. I can't worry about someone else's peace because my peace shouldn't affect their life. So yeah, love you guys.